Want to build a website about aliens or your time machine for me to web drift? Use the promo code DRIFTER1 when registering your domain name at GoDaddy.com and receive 10% off your order. Okay then, see you soon in the underground bunker where you're hiding from the snake people. Thanks, GoDaddy.com. Oh hey web drifters, I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona to meet Wiley Brooks from breatharian.com. He rents a room in the back of this house here, and actually his landlord is Freddie G from FreddieGElvis.com, one of the best Elvis impersonators in the world. All right, let's go meet Wiley and find out how he lives without eating any food.
What you have there to your body
Want one?
is food. No, I don't care for any myself.
Should I got Cooler Ranch?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Now, here's what I want.
I got combos and Snickers bars
That's
too.
good. You should have a wonderful time. The beautiful thing about eating,
King size.
Well, no, that's a great
want it?
one. No.
Have it for later.
No, I don't care for it. I don't eat that kind of thing at this point.
Wiley Brooks. What a
Hi.
pleasure, what a pleasure.
My pleasure.
From what I understand from your website, breatharian.com, and I'm not sure I do understand your website, breatharian.com, you don't eat, you don't drink, you live off of the air. This is what it is to be a breatharian.
Right. What that really means is, from the breatharian viewpoint, everybody is a breatharian. The basic principle is that our real food is actually air. You see, that's the real food. But the idea of the breatharian philosophy is based on, first you have to know the process of how to get the body to move to that state of being. And so I don't actually live without eating anything at this time.
So you do eat right now?
Yes, I do eat right now.
Uh-huh.
Now the confusion is that people know breatharians because they do have the capacity to live without eating.
For how long can a true breatharian live without eating?
Well, actually, some people can live for many years without eating. Some people can, and there are records of people that have done that. No, I haven't done that. Because what I came to do basically has to do with learning how to get to the point where you can live without eating. Do you see what I mean? In other words, breatharians in their natural environment do not eat. But that natural environment...
They don't eat anything?
No, they don't eat
Not
anything.
Not even Applebee's, riblets,
No, nothing at
blooming
all.
onions.
If they don't choose to, right? But in their natural world, in their natural home, is a five-dimensional world. Do you see what I mean?
5 dimensions.
It's a five-dimensional world. There are actually three physical Earths at this moment. Right now, as we sit here in the chair, right? As we're talking, there are 3 Earths. There's the Earth that we know is a 3-dimensional Earth, and then there's an Earth that vibrates at a frequency just slightly higher, which is a 4th-dimensional Earth, and then there's an Earth that vibrates at a much higher Earth, which is called a 5-dimensional Earth. The breatharian's natural home is in the 5-dimensional Earth, but the breatharian has incarnated in the 3D world in order to help people get back to their natural home, which is in the 5D world.
So in the 5D world, there is no food?
There is food, but they don't have to eat.
Do breatharians drink?
Well, they don't have to, but they do. In this world, which world are we talking about now? Are we talking about in this world?
Yeah, let's see the 3D world
look at the 3D world. In the 3D world, breatharians, everybody is a breatharian. Let me clear this up again.
Okay.
Everybody on the planet, everybody that's incarnated into this world at this time are breatharians.
I'm a breatharian.
Absolutely. Because the term breatharian simply means a person that breathes. The most important thing is the breathing, which is true for everybody on the planet. You'll notice.
So everyone's a breatharian because everyone breathes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Now I'm following you.
Okay.
Yes.
Now this is, unfortunately, most people have never been able to get that clear, because the fact is that once I found out that the not eating had nothing to do with getting the people back to their natural home, which is in the 5 dimension, then I needed to come up with a process where they could get back to the world that they came from. We all came from that world.
And you teach people, you will conduct seminars to teach people how to be a breatharian and move into that 5th dimensional world.
Yes, I will.
And how much does that cost?
Well, right now I only do it on an individual level, and it's pretty expensive.
How much?
Well, on my way, I think it's up to $20 million.
$20 million?
That's right.
Do you know how many extra value meals you can get at McDonald's for $20 million? What's the point? Like, for my $20 million, what am I going to get?
Well, it takes 5 days. For the first 5 days, I'll take you to that world. And then as you progress, then I will take you to other levels. But the most important thing, the first thing that will happen when you pay me the 5 or 20 million, whatever it is I have to start building a transitional city. You see, once I take you to the 5D world, you cannot forget going there, and you would never be able to live without going back. Or you must have a 5D world here that you can live in, and a 4D world. So I take you through the different dimensions at times so you can adjust to each one.
If you could bring 3 people with you to the 5th dimensional new world, which 3 people would you choose?
Well, anyone that has the money. It doesn't matter.
I read somewhere that there's a portal to the 5th dimensional world in the ball crawl at a McDonald's play place.
Is that right? You heard that?
That's what I've heard. Not on your website, but from others.
Where was that?
It was some other website.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's interesting.
Might be a shortcut.
Yeah, right. No, they are portals, and when I do the workshops, I take people to the 5D world. You see what I mean? I actually take them to that world, and then they can see what it's all about and feel what it's like.
Yeah. Do they have crazy sex orgies in the 5th dimensional?
Well, sex is quite different there, but...
What's sex like in the 5D world?
Well, it's incredible.
Yeah? Give me be a little bit more specific.
Well, it's just incredible. I mean, because you don't have... See, the two most interesting things about the 3D world...
So you could just keep going and going and going in the 5D world?
If you want to.
You could just bust 8, 9 nuts in a row?
Was this going to be an adult show that we're going to be on here? Can you say these things?
I can say it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, as I've often said, if I had anyone in 3D world that I would see as a what could I say, person to look at who seems to understand what things are all about in this planet, I'd say it would be Hugh Hefner. Do you follow?
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, right.
Playboy.
Yeah, right. Why not? Is there any man on this planet that wouldn't want to be in his shoes if they had the opportunity?
George Michael.
Oh, yeah?
Do they have HBO in the free world?
They have, the technology in the new world.
Do you have to pay for the premium cable channels in the new world?
You don't have to worry about money in that world. Do you see what I mean? You're still thinking in the world of scarcity.
It's hard for me to get out of the 3D world.
I know.
Because I took science classes and everything.
This is a world of scarcity. This is a world of doubt and a world of limitations. Yeah. In that world, you're truly in heaven on earth.
Wow.
You are in the earth that's actually in heaven.
Is there a 6D world?
Is that what?
6th dimensional world? Take it one step further.
Yeah, but that's not the world that I'm interested in now.
Now, 1981, you appeared on the wonderful television program That's Incredible.
Right.
And you were on that show because why? What was your incredible feat?
Well, my thing was I lifted 1,100 pounds of weight.
You lifted 1,100 pounds.
Yes,
You're just a slight man.
That's right.
So how did you do that? How did you lift 1,100 pounds?
Once again, it was because I came here, because I came from that world, and then the world that I came from, the 5D world. I didn't know it at the time, but I just went out. I used to go out to the weightlifting pen there in Venice, California. You've ever been there?
Yeah, Muscle Beach.
Yeah, I used to live. I took an apartment right across from the Bend. And I used to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger and Mr.
sure.
T and all of the bodybuilders.
Were you
out
buddies
there.
with Mr. T?
No, not really. I mean, they saw me out there, especially Arnold and other people. They thought I was a real freak because I only weighed 135, and I would take the weights. I'd put the weights on, and I would bounce them up and down, 900 pounds of weight. And it was really a freaky thing to see.
And all of America saw this when you were on That's
right,
Incredible.
Exactly.
That's amazing. John Davidson, you remember the host of That's Incredible? He had to lift about 900 pounds of pancake makeup every time he got on, that guy.
See, I'm in an unusual position now. In order to teach people about the new Earth, right? Keep in mind, this is my main goal. And that's why I recommend everybody go to my website and read about the new Earth.
Yes.
Did you see the menu? Double quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah.
And French fries and Diet Coke.
So, Diet Coke.
Do you see what I mean? But it's very specific now. Keep that in mind.
So this is
only those things.
That's what a powerful breatharian wants to get in the fifth dimension. Eats
well,
double quarter pounder with cheese,
if you get
French
in the
fries.
fifth dimension through me, you will have to take that. Because let me explain to you. Look, you've heard the old saying, you are what you eat?
Yes.
Well, guess what happens if you're eating three-dimensional food? It
Turn into a double quarter pounder with cheese?
It keeps you in the 3D.
So McDonald's is fifth dimensional food?
That's right. It's a transitional food, and it will pull you toward the fifth, not McDonald's, the ones I recommend.
Well, Wiley, thank you so much for giving us this glimpse, this fascinating glimpse into the 4D, the 5D world, and I want to make that journey with you.
Okay, thank you very
so
much.
When I save up $1 million or $20 million,
just call me on my 4 or 5D phone.
Personal check, okay?
Well, I have to make sure it's clear first.
Oh, clear.
And just remember one thing that's a little different. In the 5D world, why everybody is rich is because everybody gets paid for the knowledge that they have. They get paid for spiritual knowledge. Do you see what I mean?
I do.
So that's why when you pay me, you'll learn certain things, right? Then you can come back and tell other people, and they can learn, and it'll go down the line. You see what I mean?
Let's go.
So by the time you get there, everybody will be already wealthy.
I love it. 5D world. Wiley, thank you so much. Thank you. Wow.
All right.
So Freddie, Elvis impersonator.
Yes, sir.
And you're also Wiley Brooks's landlord.
Yep.
What's it like living with Wiley Brooks?
Well, Wiley's definitely, an individual of his own, but I think when he starts talking third, fourth, and fifth dimensions, I don't understand it. But you look at the man, and for 70 plus years old, that guy's incredible. He walks over a mile to and from just about every day there. He lives on pretty much McDonald's burgers and Coke.
That's really true. That's all he eats is a double quarter pounder with cheese.
Pretty much.
And Diet Coke.
Pretty much. When we went to Sturgis, I took him. I told him he'd help me out. I'd pay his way. That's all I ever bought him. It was kind of a nice trade there. He told me some of his little secrets. I myself don't understand them, but you know what? The guy's incredible. He's got a lot of people calling him, reaching out to him, and all that. So he's got something going.
Yeah, but is he paying his rent on time?
Absolutely, absolutely. I have no problem with that at all.
FreddieGElvis.com.
You got it, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Okay, web drifters, I'm gonna level with you. I really didn't understand what the fuck Wiley was talking about. In fact, I left a lot more confused than I was before we sat down for our little chat. But at the end of the day, I don't really care. Fact is, Wiley is a nice man, a decent man, and most importantly, Wiley is my friend. And I suspect our friendship will remain rock solid in this 3D world, a 4D world, a 5D world, 6D, or any goddamn other. And at its core, making neat friends is what web drifting is all about. Anyway, I'll see you next week when I visit one of the world's foremost witches, Mockin' Nightmare, at the big pagan Pride Day celebration. See you then.
There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground.
Catch a new Web Drifter every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Revision 3. Hey Web Drifters, if you like this show, you'll love Geek Entertainment TV, starring Irina Slutsky. Take a look.
Warning, here are a few good reasons why geeks should never leave the house.
Do the guys' egos scale as much much as Ruby.
You kind of have carpal tunnel syndrome and all that. And
Typing on the computer.
the mallet.
This is the Chakratron.
Kid, I heard a rumor. I heard that you're gay.
A few good reasons why geeks shouldn't play video games.
But the man cannon. Tell me about the man cannon.
The man cannon?
Did you make this button?
A few good reasons why geeks shouldn't go to conferences.
How medically safe is a dirty Sanchez?
I wouldn't advise it.
So, have you ever made out with Richard Stallman?
Oh, wait, Twitter Dildonics.
What's your safety word?
Linux, I hardly ever say it.
How big is your stack?
This big.
A few reasons why geeks shouldn't wait in line.
So how much did you pay for that?
500 plus tax.
Let me see the receipt.
My friend got it.
Why are you wearing such an evil shirt?
Because I'm evil.
And you made my boobs famous?
Geek Entertainment TV cannot be held liable for adverse reactions as a result of watching the show. Itching, scratching, redness, rashes, swelling, and a new third nipple. Don't blame us. GeekEntertainment.tv